Dank Daddy.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Alright, says, hello, girls looking good. Hello, I'm relatively new to the DDC and I'm looking to improve my grow. I've got some money to spend and I'd like to improve quality and yield. I like the start of this. Got some money to spend. Currently, I'm running five by 5 spaces in my flower room, the Mars Hydro FCE 8000, 10-gallon fabric pots using living soil I make myself, down-to-earth amendments and compost from my kitchen.
Nice.
I use LST super cropping and scrog training. That's low stress training, super cropping and scrog training. Okay. Man, that sounds like a lot in one. So low stress training is like just bending a branch over. You're not breaking a stem or anything, right?
Yep, you're just taking
super cropping
is breaking the branch.
I thought that also super cropping is when people talk about like cutting off. Isn't that like we're cutting off part of the top flower or something?
So that's monster cropping, is like
okay, there we
flower
go. Thank
clone. Super cropping is just pinching it and letting the, like what we normally just think of as training.
The idea is
Pinch at the stem and letting it fall over so you get more equal meristems.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea D. Jackson.
Again because of the pandemic, but it is excellent stuff. Now, this movie does misrepresent itself in the marketing a little bit, or at least some of the marketing.
Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit.
Historical dramas, like Gladiator and Kingdom of Heaven, and this movie is not one of those. Now, the movie is bookended by this battle between these two guys, but the real meat and potatoes of the movie is there was a rape, or at least a rape. And what's interesting about the last story is that assault that event and looks at it from multiple perspectives.
Got me sighted! Receiving enemy dropping into the AO. They're targeting me. They're targeting me. Preparation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone. Resurgence. The gas is closing on your position. Suggest you start running. Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive. Earn points to bring them back to the action faster. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We got one ain't even on the sticks. Alright, it's all dead.
Targets in the AO. It's all on you until squad mates redeploy.
So y'all gonna let me warm up?
Tiffany Haddish was the last young lady, or the last lady, that I was
Reinforcements are on the way.
You know, I thought that she was doing some disrespectful things, you know, saying that, you know, if he were to ask her to marry, you know, her, who need to buy an apartment building, and she guessed that could happen.
They're targeting me.
You know,
enemy UAV active.
How the relationship is supposed to go. But if the guess they build up, it's, you know, making you acting erratic and things like that, you know, which is normal for somebody to appreciate what they have. But now that Common has moved on, and she tried to move on, but she was dating some young guy who was a bum. She put up this post, okay? And the post has
Enemy UAV active.
and it says, men be like, I'm finally ready to settle down and be in a relationship. I hang out at adult daycare for fun. I know I will find a real one in the
Enemy UAV active.
Yeah, it looks like it's fun. But guys, there's always
What's up, y'all? Got that under control?
especially at the timing. You will find a real one.
Located armor.
Got an armor satchel over here.
In other words, the people that you were dealing with before were not real.
Located
And I
armor.
kind of want to talk about that.
Oh, okay, I
because
see y'all was down here getting it in. Oh! One left in the basement, at the key card.
Mary J. Blige had that hit song named Real Love. I'm looking for something real.
Me, that was some bullshit.
I'm looking for a real one. Because
Enemies
they
in the
feel
area.
that they are so real.
Good shit.
Weaving it up.
Do better this time.
Acrylic nails.
One of your allies is back in the game.
Eyebrows. Enhancements. And these be the folks
Get to the
talking
safe
about, I'm
zone.
tired of the fake shit. I'm looking for and when they take all that stuff off, you don't know who you are. But now,
Tango removed.
what does that say about you? I'll tell you what it says.
Hostile
You
dropping
ain't
into
real.
the area. Watch the
You
skies.
could be real fake. Real fake. A lot of ladies talking about they're looking for something real. How can you look for something real when you are...
Damn, I know all them armor satchels that was out this motherfucker.
You looking for somebody genuine and you ain't genuine. And Kevin Sanders has already exposed this. That a lot of ladies are complaining about what they can't find and they're trying to look for things.
Got a loadout drop
that they're
inbound.
not. For example, let's go back to the average at best situation. Just the average at best. She's looking for a man that makes $100,000 a year. Has a kid, she's a single mom.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
And the men that you are trying to reach, you can't even get next to them.
SMG here.
I'm saying here. The
I'm going
men
to load out.
that you are trying to reach, you cannot even get next to them. So let's talk about Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is actually a celebrity. B-list celebrity. So you can get next to people.
Moving.
Because of the industry that you're in. You can, get next to folks. The problem is, you can't get along with nobody. Because the only thing you know how to do
Only 25 left. Keep moving forward.
and you got all these accolades. But when it comes to being a
Mover
decent
spotted.
woman, to be beneficial to the everyday life of a man, you have no idea how to do it. I'm going to say it again. When it comes to being beneficial,
Enemy soldier nearby.
you have no idea.
Clean shot.
Do it. And you don't care. You don't even care what the other side is looking for. You don't care what, you know what you want, but you don't care about being what somebody else wants. You don't care about that part. You don't care about what you need to do. You don't care about what actions that you need to take. So now, until then, you'll be looking for a real
Go
one.
on the roof.
The real one is going to be, listen to what I'm going to say, guys. The real one is the guy who accepts her as he is,
Gas is inbound.
doesn't get anything in return, or accept the minimum that she will give him while he gives her everything. That's the real one. The real one is the person who don't need to compromise. He's going to be the one that's going to love her unconditionally when she doesn't return the favor.
We're in
But she
safe
can
zone.
say
Watch
whatever
for
she
enemies.
wants to say, wear whatever she want to wear, do whatever the hell she want to do. That's the real one. Basically, the man that will get walked all over, and she won't even respect him, and she will go out there and cheat him, and he gonna cheat on her, and he gonna take that back and take her back. That's the real. That's being a real. If you're a real one, you will take abuse. If you're a real one.
Oh yeah, watch your fucking fire.
You accept less. That's called being a real one in the black community. Being a real one is, what did they always, I'll give you proof. What do they always tell you? Only a real man take care of somebody else's kids. Ain't that what they say?
Enemy patrol.
Only a real man. Is that so? Yes, that's so. Okay, so in order for me to be considered real,
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I need to be self-sacrificed.
Supply box located. Move to secure. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are
I'm hit.
To be the real one. For you. That is how I become a real one. Just call it for what it is.
Oh yeah, watch your fucking
The
fire.
only way I can be real is to embarrass my goddamn self. Become completely stupid. And let you use it. That's the best way I can become a real one.
Stay
Because even though you cannot get along with nobody,
fire sale done. Prices are back to normal.
it's always somebody else. And if these men don't want to suffer behind me, they're fakes, they're sellouts, they're frauds. Sorry.
They're targeting me.
You gotta put in the work every day. I know that you're mad, but it's not my fault. You gotta put in the work.
Gas is moving.
But guys, what do you think? It's your boy.
Constour in the area is sending intel about you to the opposition.
Check out the perspective of the
Receiving hostile fire.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
We're not all here. Regroup in a safe zone.
See, we got a lot of great businesses. I'm just saying, we boycotting ourselves so much. We talking about, we keeping this money. We want to be boycotting each other. Let's just be real with it.
That's what Dr. Amos Wilson said. The same thing. What? It's your boy, Yo Shaky Jackson. Back with another collaboration here on the YouTube channel, guys. Really more appreciate you being here. For those of you who see that young man next to me,
Squad member is redeployed.
no
No second chances. Resurgence has been closed. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. You're being tracked by an enemy team. Tread carefully.
You know, I'm talking about man gets woman, but even more
Enemy cluster strike. Watch your heads.
himself. Best version of himself. So definitely check out my channel and you know,
Allied cluster strike arriving.
like, I don't know, 20 subs, okay, was like checking me out and shouting me out.
Hostile fire.
Okay, I'm there. That's all I can do.
I definitely think you can give a round of applause, man.
We're not all here. Regroup in a safe zone.
Receiving intel from Comstour in the area. Supply box ready for pickup.
Really inspired verbally and myself.
10 are left. Keep the pressure on.
Airstrike target marked. Take it out.
Got your request. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Gas is right on your tail. Check the fire position.
They recognize that the black man has talent and that they want something from him, but they don't know how to go about it the right way.
Last one standing. You must stay alive until reinforcements arrive. You've made it to the top 5. Smash it.
How do we get a call from that? How do we get away from that?
Doing business with a brother. You really gotta check them.
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Not even so much.
Gas is moving.
I always say, go out and verify my information. Go out and verify it. Because, you got some people out here that say, yeah, you can make all this money, you support this, or you get this, and all of that. And they taking advantage of somebody just wanting to make money. And that's one of the biggest scams going. You gotta check out everything. Check out my stuff. Check out O'Shea stuff. Check out everybody's stuff first.
Enemy soldier nearby. Gas is closing in.
Are they doing it for themselves?
Gas is right on your tail.
That's the thing, but see, a lot of it's quick thing. Well, that quick thing, everything happens so you can get
good shit.
It's time is different. Return to base for debrief.
But see, it's very
Yep.
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
Oh shit. Yeah, I need some motherfucking help in this bitch.
Male cannabis plants are about as useful to a cannabis plant grower as a bull to a dairy farmer. Okay, you may need it to help with fertilization and crossbreeding, but it won't provide you with juicy...
Practice is over.
And
the real fight begins now.
Not that a bull has sticky butt either, but... So...
Resurgence.
Bio.
All right, soldier. Mark
BB
control
bio.
point to your team. Gas is closing on your position. suggest you start running.
Move on my way, please.
Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive.
Damn,
Earn
can't get a
points
fourth
to
for
bring them
shit.
back to the action faster.
On the other hand, develop small common sacks at the same place as the bud.
Execute all targets in the AO.
Created between the stem and the leaf of the cannabis plant. In the pre-fruiting stage, develop small egg-like structures around the plant. So you may need a magnifying glass to spot them early on. The seed will identify
It's all on you until squad mates redeploy.
from the growing space, so that you only focus on the female plants.
Squad member is redeployed.
The last thing you want mixed up among your female plants is a roundy male plant. In case
Enemy
you
dropping into the AO.
accidentally remove female plants, you can wait a further couple of weeks as then the female plants will begin to appear. They appear
Prep for area recon.
as the male plant
UAV
sacs.
beginning flyover.
No, but it is easy to tell if a plant is female as the plant above will be covered in hairs. The male pollen sac is hairless. Part of a cannabis plant.
Need some first aid.
Strains.
Enemy
Finally, we
UAV active.
have the
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
and the banana plant, which sadly does not produce THC-rich bananas.
If you go down now, the operation is over. Watch your six.
As it has male pollen sacs on some nodes and female flowers on others, though never both on the same node.
I'll drive.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Receiving from the female flower is a banana-shaped blending, which is actually a pollen sac and also
Squad member is redeploying.
You get a stronghold.
You've got gas moving in.
This video, like and subscribe so you too can become a cannabis expert.
This program shows drugs being made, sold, and used. This graphic program is suitable for all
If you go down now, the operation is over. Watch your six. There are 24 enemies active. Kill them all. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Lies a different reality.
Hollywood usually in this
On the streets, Hollywood plays host to the thriving drug trade.
Squad member is redeployed. Enemy cluster strike. Watch your
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
That's cracked cocaine. Fame-hungry wannabes use drugs to cope.
I've gone through many
Fuck, I need a milkshake.
psychiatrists and
Take a pause.
they're
standing next to
One last game.
Steven Spielberg, Sally Fields, celebrities fighting at a party. It was really seductive.
Kimberly's most popular drug is amphetamine salt, an antidepressant widely known by the brand name Adderall. Abusing it is highly dangerous.
There's no difference between distributing Adderall without any type of legitimate medical reason and distributing methamphetamine on the street corner.
What's the meth that we're doing today?
I'm sorry?
Is it for Adderall?
Yeah. Doctors prescribe amphetamine salts to treat ADHD, a condition that has no biological test, and that makes it easy to fake a diagnosis.
I'm telling you, this is going to be a petty tag. ADHD is power.
Taken in large doses, Adderall makes users high and suppresses appetite.
And everyone just started getting seduced. It's like, well, if they're doing so good on Adderall, and you would actually see these people's lives get transformed.
Kimberly's business rapidly takes off. He soon becomes Hollywood's go-to guy for amphetamine salts. In the process, he acquires a kind of fame of his own.
I made Adderall fashionable, right? Patients would start coming in and they would be like, "You're Doc Hollywood," you know? It's funny because it's kind of like glamorous, right?
Before long, dealing is all he does.
He was charging $150 a patient, and then he was seeing, easily 20 or 30 patients a day. So, he's making $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a day in cash.
Doc Hollywood has become the biggest Adderall dealer in the state.
I prescribed 3.5 times more Adderall than any other doctor in California. There was like 1.3 million Adderall tablets.
No.
With business booming, Doc Hollywood starts to branch out. And that's when the trouble really starts.
It's gonna make so much money. It's such a huge hit. It's like one of the reasons where I'm proud of, right? You can be humble. You can't be ignored.
Dr. Nathan Kimberly is beginning to crack under the pressure of life as a drug dealer.
I was high a lot. I was experimenting with different drugs. I thought I was really clever. I thought, I could, if I do some crystal meth this weekend on a Friday, I could knock myself out on a Saturday night, and knock myself out again on a Sunday night with Xanax or something like that, and then show up as if nothing had happened, right? But I didn't realize, but I was getting more and more grandiose.
It's the oldest mistake in the book. Don't get high on your own supply. Once addiction gets hold, the only way for Kimberly is down.
I masturbated today with this, it's kind of like evil genius.
Yet he continues to grow his business.
I have the power of all the doctors, and I lower prices in town.
He begins to expand his repertoire. He offers customers a tranquilizer to help them relax.
Did you? It's fantastic. I don't know how people would function that have anxiety in this town without anything.
Cautious of getting busted, he always check his patient's credentials.
Do you know any DEA control people, California, Warren, anything like that?
He's not careful enough. Now the star of his own undercover movie, Doc Hollywood is arrested. In court, he loses his license after attending a 1-year residential rehab program. He is lucky to get just 3 years probation. Chances are others will take Doc Hollywood's place in serving the drug needs of celebrity clients.
Anytime you have celebrities visibly, knowingly using prescription drugs, there's a certain amount of the population that's going to want to emulate that.
Like the rest of the U.S., the abuse of prescription pills is fast becoming the biggest illegal drug problem in L.A.
It's a huge problem. I've worked gangs in L.A. for over 10 years, and I've worked heroin, cocaine, crack, you name it. And there's right now is growing faster than any of those. It's hitting all communities. It's not just in one area. It's in the wealthy all the way down to the poorest. Because it's pharmaceuticals, people think that it's safer. They tend to feel that I can do this because it's from a doctor.
7:30 a.m. Agent Jones and his team are on their way to raid a house in suburban LA. They got a tip that dealers are using it to sell stolen pills. They have no idea who's inside. They approach armed and ready for any situation. The agents bust in the door, hoping to find evidence that the house is an illegal pill mill. In the house, they find only 2 teenagers. The key suspect, their mom, is not at home. Even so, the cops take no chances.
A 13-year-old can shoot just like a grown man. So you have to secure them. You have to put them in handcuffs until you know everything is safe. And then once everything is safe, then we'll take the cuffs off of them and explain to them what's going on.
The kids offer no resistance.
The entry was successful. We just cleared it for officer safety right now. And then after that, we'll start our search.
But the house search comes up blank. So the team saddles up and heads to the place, an osteopath clinic. Once they gain entry, agents find a stash of pills in her office. They make a discreet arrest.
The sad thing about these prescription drugs is that the young people that are dying from them, it's crazy. You have to interview the families because their 20-year-old kid can overdose because he's popping these pills, like M&Ms or something, you know.
Got it.
Like these are taking pills off the streets.
No.
But with a frightening consequence.
Once they cannot find a
No.
doctor or they can't get the pills, then they gotta go to the streets.
Pain pills contain ingredients derived from opium. And when you can't get them, street heroin makes a good substitute.
I was just talking to the director of the rehab. They're getting heroin addicts in there like you would not believe.
In Deathy's Hollywood crew, all her friends are popping pills. Some have ended up addicted to heroin.
I'm picking up my friend. She's actually staying in a sober living facility at the moment.
Among the Hollywood party set, it's hip to get hooked.
Kind of bourgeois. It's kind of a luxury to have a heroin addiction.
It's become an epidemic.
It's
now.
really
It's made a big comeback for young people in rehab. Like all of us young people were all there for heroin. And like I heard about a bunch of kids, like, you know, from Hollywood and stuff that I'm acquainted with doing it and like doing it together. And like those certain movie stars' daughter, I found that she was smoking it.
I mean, like, I had to stop because I couldn't afford it.
Using needles is for hardcore junkies. Wannabes prefer their heroin smoked.
It's probably more casual and bourgeois to be smoking it rather than like slamming it. I've never slammed it, so you know, I think it, like I was probably a casual user.
Yeah.
Heroin, cocaine, and prescription pills come in and out of fashion in LA, like hairstyles and handbags. But there's one staple: Hollywood's confidence in a toke of weed.
I got you down. I got 6 grams of 5. Got a diamond good stuff, so.
It keeps my head right. Dealing street drugs can get you killed. But in Hollywood, there's one high that you can buy in a store. Marijuana. Medical dispensaries have been selling weed since the state of California permitted its use for medical purposes in 1996. It decriminalized sale and possession of small amounts in 2011. Today, it's a market worth an estimated $2 billion. To get legal marijuana, all you need is a medical card. The law lists a wide range of qualifying illnesses. Homeless Vietnam veteran John got his card for chronic back pain. A doctor has to recommend a patient for marijuana treatment before the county will issue the card. The maximum you can get is 8 ounces, but doctors can authorize more. Having just collected his welfare check, John is headed for the dispensary.
Hey, excuse me, this is payday, okay? Yeah, we're gonna go get this away. We're gonna go get John's weed. Let's go, Brad. Come on, my little buddy. Alright, what do we got? I need 1 gram of 10 and 30 and 5.
Up to 1 million Californians may have a medical marijuana card. No one really knows, because card holders don't have to register. Critics claim the system is too lax.
One more again.
John's friend Ken doesn't have a card. No problem. It's easy for John to buy more than he needs and to split the surplus. No questions asked.
We just went and bought $30 worth of weed at $5 a gram, okay? Now, what do I got here? Some nice big buds. 20 of that was my money, and 10 was Ken. So I'm getting ready to break Ken off. There's $10 worth of weed. Hold on.
The system has enabled John to cross the line from weed user to dealer.
That's the way it's done, right? And then I got this, which is the top of the line.
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
That's how we catch it.
Under fire here!
John sees his dealer as helping friends. He's not doing it for money.
If I do this for my friends, that's one thing. Okay? Doing it to make a profit would be a totally different item. It's something that I don't do, haven't done, and never will do.
But because users like John can obtain marijuana for others.
Come here, you.
Established illegal dealers are facing a problem.
This right here, this is a scale. This is how you weigh out marijuana.
Yogi came to Hollywood from upstate to make it in the movies. But like many others, he found that big break loose.
There's, I think, only like 3-4% of all actors that are actually making enough money to survive off of, because there's so many actors.
So he turned to another way to earn a living, selling marijuana.
Well, I did that back home, and then...
Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy.
I'm pretty good at this, you know, why don't I try my hand at it over here? And it's great for a little while.
Resurgence. The gas is closing on your position. Suggest you start running. Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive. Earn points to bring them back to the action faster. Armored truck delivery. We'll drop them wherever there's green smoke.
That's all you got.
Targets are up. Take them out.
You're shopping. It's just like going to one of these big brands. You get to look around, pick, smell.
Heads up, dropping on the truck.
Sure, look at it. And also, a lot of people can't smoke. Don't like to smoke, whatever it is, just they don't like the smoking aspect of it. That's where edibles come in. This is a sucker. This is like a fruit chew. Anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on how strong they are.
Yogi can't compete with variety, price, and legality. His clients are deserting him. Advocates of medical marijuana would claim this as a victory for law and order. Yogi sees it differently.
Located on.
The big corporation is taking me out, pretty much. At the end of the day, people love going in, seeing a variety, seeing choices.
Reinforcements are on the way.
And for them, it's more convenient. It's the new trend, I guess.
Yogi turned to drug dealing.
Got an armor satchel over here.
Others take more extreme measures to curb consumption.
I cherish my misery. It's the best teacher.
In the shadow of the world's most iconic symbol of black.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
Ramsey's been living in a tent in the Hollywood Hills for 6 years. He's a frequent meth user.
Time's running out. Move to the target area.
We all dead and comatose. I don't like being
Located on.
control. I can focus a lot better on meth. And
Spare ammo if you need it.
Like many young people, Ramsey came to Hollywood from a small town out east in pursuit of a personal dream.
originally I came back out here for a bachelor's design school.
Gas is moving.
Which was basically just, I was trying to get out of Ohio and to see something different. And I did see California, and then once I got here, I fell in love with it.
The dream evaporated, but Ramsey stayed. Despite being homeless, Ramsey prefers the life in Cincinnati to going back home.
There's nothing in Ohio, there's nothing here around to do. No scene for music, I can't go sneaking. Like,
Get a move on. Head to the safe zone. Prep for area recon.
UAV beginning flyover. Universal Studios, so it's like, can't do that.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Hostile operator.
Crystal meth is fast becoming one of LA's most popular drugs. Known as poor man's cocaine, it's one of the most addictive substances on the planet.
UAV is out of fuel.
It does
Not
not
for resupply. Never mind, forget that. I'm on the shooter.
And it's everywhere.
It's easier to get speed than probably anything because, well, every day I got, either looking dirty or wanting to get me high or so, yeah.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
On a daily basis to come across the map.
Allied precision airstrike in. Reinforcements are on the way.
Got contact.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Time is up. Contract failed.
Gas mask.
Gas drop on the way. It's payday, gents.
Get out there and be, just to make it worse. Be out there jerking and acting funny and everybody's gonna
Down here.
Ramsey's refuge is about to be disturbed.
Down here, down here.
LA County sheriffs arrive. The deputies are on a mission to move the drug use.
It's fire season. It's very dangerous. Some of them will go down and use the
He went out the door.
pools to bathe in.
Hey, Johnny, did you guys see this one?
Some get kind of aggressive with their panhandling, things like that. There's the end of the week, the robberies and stuff go up. So what we
Enemy
do
UAV
is,
active.
we get them out of there as we can.
The cops soon find evidence of drug use.
There are needles in the trash and debris, and it's not uncommon to find, drug paraphernalia stuff up here. It's just not.
The deputies are
Basement tunnel.
people up. They work closely with
Squad mates are all KIA.
Damn.
Keep fighting until they redeploy. Reinforcements are on the way.
The offers are usually rejected.
They'll take the shower, the clothes, and the food, and then they choose to go back out on the street.
Move it!
Ramsey refuses to leave. As the sheriffs approach, he decides to make a stand.
Enemy UAV active! Enemy UAV active!
Ramsey's resistance is short-lived. LA Sheriff's deputies quickly handcuff him.
Get a move on. Head to the safe zone.
Their sweep of the Hollywood Hills continues. The cleanup costs $250,000.
Good shit.
It's all on you.
We
It's
are
a
back
squad
up
mate
on the hill.
redeployed.
I just woke up this morning with a gun in my face.
Only 25 left. Keep moving forward. Learn from the loss.
Hasn't busted lips, and so yeah, but I'll just find a better spot to hide my stuff so the cops can't stick a gun in my.
There are actual physiological differences.
Jordan Peele's note, or as I like to call it, the word girls used to say when I asked them.
What's going on, YouTube fans? It's your boy Tony 2 times. We'll be back.
Bitch, you can call me the dog.
Check weapons and gear. You got time before deployment. Enemy soldier nearby. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile dropping into the area. Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy. Resurgence. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone. Withstand a resurgence countdown to guarantee your redeployment. Earn points to secure it faster. Targets are up. Take them out. Enemy soldier nearby. next time.
Alright, last one for real.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit. Enemy soldier nearby.
You're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Keep your heads down.
The wrong thing is still the wrong thing. The world has ever known.
Figure it out over a drink.
Probably best.
You need
You got this, right?
I know you don't.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now. Resurgence. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone. Survive the countdown to secure your redeployment. Earning points speeds up the countdown. Kill all targets. Go.
Exactly that you bring to this.
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so...
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
Enemy UAV active.
He also plays the loop.
Damn, I miss all them goddamn shots.
You've got another chance to make a difference. We lost that one. We'll come back stronger next time.
The dream was clearer than a memory. I heard the sound of gunboats. Splintering shields and ripping claws. And I placed my hand upon the iron throne. But all the dragon's roar is gone. Consider the matter urgent. That of your succession. The Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm. No one is vulnerable. Too easily ended.
Who else would have a claim? First boarding time.
Check weapons and gear. You got time before deployment.
Damon's Bulgarian. They can choose between my brother and my daughter.
sergeant nearby.
Your first duty, you can give me one. Never accept me, Stephanie. A woman would not encourage feelings. Because that's just dangerous
Enemy dropping into the AO. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy. Resurgence. That's gas you don't want to breathe. Make your way to the safe zone. Withstand a resurgence countdown to guarantee your redeployment. Earn points for securing faster. Hostile dropping into the area. Hunt the enemy before they hunt you. Returning you to the front lines. Go get them.
I want to go back to the life as a lawyer. I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
Next time will be different. Return to base for debrief.